Hey everybody, Patton here, welcome back to the channel. So we took a look at some PSP games on the Odroid XU4Q, and I thought that we could take a look at some Dreamcast games next since it ran those so well. But before I get started, a couple of announcements. I have received my Raspberry Pi B3 in the mail, so we're going to be working on this really soon. I'm going to, if it's anything like the Odroid, it should be real easy to set up. I think these are actually easier to set up than using like Hackgy on the NES and SNES Classic or even the PlayStation Classic. Super easy to set these up just like the Odroid. So that's coming up. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to get that started. And with the Odroid, there's going to be coming up very soon. They are going to be probably the next couple of videos that I put out. So besides that, let's see, some Dreamcast games. We have about 16 games here. Spoiler, they're not all going to work. Let's just go down the list. Elemental, Gimmick Gear. I tried to pick some games that were different. They weren't like the major players for the Dreamcast. So when I was taking a look, Elemental Gear stood out to me just for its graphic style, and the look of the game is really incredible. So whenever you start a Dreamcast game, you have to set the time every time. There's no internal clock that I think of. Also, this is running on Recall Box, not Retropie. I like Recall Box a little bit better. I haven't touched any settings, and as a matter of fact, I can't even access the settings because normally the shortcut is to hit the hotkey button and B to get into the settings. And as soon as you hit that hotkey, it takes you back to the menu. So again, I haven't changed any settings because I haven't figured out how to. But anyway, Elemental Gimmick Gear, I'm going to push start. Now, I believe something is supposed to show up here like another menu because nothing is happening, but if I hit start again, it goes through. So I think there's some graphical issues with the fonts or something like that. But I am going to show you this intro. It seems really cool. It does a mix of these pre-rendered graphics and this animated 2D stuff. So I'll let this play a little bit, and then I'm going to start the game. And unfortunately, this is one of the games that don't run well. So now we're in the game, and you can see here, I think this is some kind of action RPG, I'm not sure, but I'm not going to be able to get to the actual gameplay because this takes a long time, but you can't read the fonts. And again, I don't know if there's some setting that I can change to get this to work, unfortunately, but as of right now, this game doesn't seem playable, and you can see there's some weird tearing or something when he went in front of her sprite. So hopefully we can do something with this. Also, there's a half-naked dude in that tube that I didn't notice. Okay, but if we can get this one working, that'll make me happy because the art style and the aesthetic is really cool with this game. So maybe we can take a look at this one in the future, but right now I don't have access to anything, so we're going to have to move on to the next one. So next is Hydro Thunder. This one runs, but it's got a small issue. I'll be real quick with this one. I played this one in the arcade. I could have sworn there was music in this menu. I don't remember though.
Choose your track. Thunder Park.
You know, maybe that was only in the arcade version. I don't remember. I haven't played the Dreamcast version of this. I played the PS1 version. But you'll see here, we're gonna get into the game in a second what the issue is. Here we go. Moving kind of quick. Usually when you're emulating, the games are running too slow, but this one is running super fast. Very fast. So much that I'm having a little bit of difficulty controlling it, but we're doing okay. We're in 12th place. Oh, I missed that boost. Super fast. Yeah. Uh-oh, our time. Oh, we got more time. That's good. Missed that boost. How about this one? All right. Do I have to use my boost? I forget. Oh, we missed that one. Oh, all the walls. Just... yeah, so that's the problem with Hydro Thunder. Not sure if anything can be done with that. It's a pretty fun game. It's really hard. It is. You have to hit like every boost to win. Oh, we got time extended again. Good. But this is how the game plays. I can't get into the menu to adjust anything. So we're kind of stuck with it. Oh, I'm not making it now. I am done. There's no way. Yep, that was it. Time expired. So Hydro Thunder is kind of a no. So unfortunately we hit 2 no's. I hate starting the video off with a couple of no's. But here's Illbleed. I love Illbleed. This is my favorite Dreamcast game of all time. Well, all that I've played. I love this. It's a survival horror game. It's kind of done in a B-movie style. It's really cool. It doesn't take itself seriously at all, which normally in my horror games, you know, I like really good immersion, and I like to be, you know, sunk into the world. So this one takes a completely different direction with that, and I love it. It's a very funny game. It's hilarious. It's great. It exaggerates everything. Let's see how this cutscene plays, because I've been skipping it. Not too bad. All this game runs really good too.
As long as I can remember, my family ran what we call...
I think that's enough. We don't have to keep going with that. But the game runs really well. There are some graphical glitches, and I noticed after I've been playing for a little bit, the where's a good camera view? Right there. After I've been playing, the whole thing just kind of graphically gets messed up. The menu gets messed up right away. Well, that's jump. But you can see there, but it still works. The menu works after that initial graphically glitchy load. So how about the Home Run of Death, episode 1? This is about some guy named Van Ballo and invites people to his amusement park to be put into these situations where you can die. And if you win, you get 50 grand, you know, on this level. Will be Erico. So I guess if you really need the money, sure. But here we go. Here's the first scare. And you can see all this funky stuff on the screen. Way exaggerated there. I love this game. Not because of the blood. I mean, partially because that's cool. But it's the overall, like, audacity this game has to be what it is crazy. So we found some goggles that'll help us find those scare zones, because that's kind of the point of the game, is to not get scared so much that you bleed to death, and so you don't go crazy. That's why you got a brain and a heart meter at the bottom. Now those things at the top let you know if you're near something like a scare, but if your sixth sense goes off, that means you're near an item. So I found a Hassy. It's a drink. Now somewhere around here, something is going to scare me by smell. There we go. Got us. We got hit with a scare by smell. But is that the only one? That is the only one. Okay. So I'm going to show you. Oh, that's different. Oh, we got bit in the face. See, that wasn't there the first time, so the scares move around. I didn't know that. I've only played through this game once in college. That's cool. So you won't have the same game twice. And we're bleeding, and when you move and bleed, you start to lose life. That's okay. We won't be playing this game enough to really get too hurt. I'm just trying to find another... Okay, smell scare. Too late. Ran right into it. That's okay too. I'm going to show you what happens when you do the right thing. So sight scare. Yes, we have a sight scare somewhere around here. I actually know where it is. I'm going to hit the wrong button to go into the menu. Let's try and hit the right button this time. Not that one. Nope. Hold on. Where is it? That's also wrong. I'll get this. Give me 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. Hold on. It's got to be one of these face buttons, right? Or is it... There it is. I thought it was the trigger. I was hitting it. So I know the scare is down here. So you point your goggles at the scare. You hit the... I don't know what button it would be. B. The B button. And then you back out. And when you approach the scare, it doesn't work. And then that goes to your sanity meter, and you get a little bit of brain power back. And that's kind of how the whole game runs. Now, for some reason, after... Oh, we have a cutscene. Can I skip it? After I get into the game a little bit, like the floor starts glitching out and her model starts glitching out. So it's really weird. And I know there's another scare right here with the painting. We'll hit that one, back out. Our adrenaline's going down. And this time, the guy didn't get us. He just went right back in. So we get some more credit for that. Nice. What about this hallway? Is there anything funny going on in here? Oh no. Oh, that stings. But Illbleed works for the most part until the graphics starts glitching out. They don't look like they're glitching out for me yet. It's kind of hard to see. I got these lights on me. So we're going to back out of Illbleed. Illbleed runs pretty good. Love that game. If you haven't played it before, give it a shot. Next up is Jet Grind Radio. Don't think there were any issues with this one. It might run a little slow. I don't remember how this ran on the original Dreamcast. I can't remember. Seems a little slow to me. So maybe someone who is, more familiar with the game can let me know if it's running slow or not. I can't get the, the speed meter up there to see if it's playing at full speed or not. Here we go. Starting a new game. This was very different. Actually, did you guys know this is not the first game to use cell shaded graphics? Everybody thinks it was, but it's not. That game was Fear Effect on the PS1. It used a kind of different style, but that was the first game to use cell shaded graphics. Not this one. But this game looks really cool. And it's different. It's not like any other game that came out at the time. Sega was good at that. If as bad as decisions they made on putting their systems out, they knew how to make games, and they knew how to make games that weren't like anything else. So I give them props for that. I wasn't much of a Sega person growing up. I didn't have any of their systems. I got this when I was in college, well after it came out, in like 2001 or something. I think they had stopped it by the time I got one. So we're going to rush through. We're going to do some fancy stuff that she didn't do. Never mind, I missed the thing. We're going to jump over that though. So moving fast. Hopefully we can jump on this car. Yes, we win, but I can't tell if this is running a little slow or not. Seems like it. I don't know. Again, my memory's not that great. But everything looks good. I didn't see any graphical glitches on this. I haven't played much of it. I just did some of this tutorial. So Jet Grind Radio looks to be running really good. What's next? Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. This is another one that I have had no graphical issues, no sound issues, no buggy textures, anything like that. This one seems to run perfect. This is a awesome game. The Legacy of Kain series is one of my favorite series of all time. I've loved every single game that has come out. Every single one. They are all great. Luckily, I've already started a game, so we can get right into the gameplay. If you have not played this game or you don't know the series, it's about vampires, and we used to be a vampire. The story goes, we are Raziel, and vampires evolve, and we evolve by growing wings before the main vampire, whose name is Kain. So he didn't like that. He threw us into a big pit, and we died. So this is like the underworld. So he was just saying that, we can activate this gate, and it's like a teleport throughout the land, because Nosgoth, where this takes place, is huge. A huge game. This is a very, very big game. So everything seems to be running really good. So moving on. This explains a little bit of what's going on.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You have become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
So because we're no longer really a vampire, we don't feed on blood anymore. We feed on souls. And Raziel's looking kind of rough. When he got dropped into this pit, oh, we're not fully healed yet. When we got dropped into this pit, the acids burned a lot of stuff. It burned our inside, so I don't know if you can see, but we have no, oh, there we go. That was a good close-up. We lost our jaw, so we have no bottom jaw. I don't know why these souls are having such a hard time running into our mouth. There we go. We done? We gotta be done now. There's still some use with the wings, like that. But our wings didn't actually burn from being thrown into this pit. Kain tore our wings off before he threw us down because he was so angry that we evolved first, or Raziel evolved first. I think we can help them find their rest. That shouldn't be a problem for us. So we're going to lock on, do some shimmies. Raziel's a fast little sucker. And we'll just take them out with our claws. And now they turn invisible. And when that happens, oh, don't even. Come here. Don't make me chase you. Oh, I'm pushing the wall because that's smart, Raziel. Come on. Got him? So now, once they're invisible, we can suck up their souls as well. That's really cool. So, like I said, this game seems to be running great. I don't see any problems with it at all. No graphics. It doesn't slow down, I don't think. I remember it running pretty close to this on at least a PlayStation, so hopefully it didn't run faster on the Dreamcast, I'm not sure. Moving on, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Really fun fighting game. I think it's running slow on this. Again, I'm not really familiar with the game as a whole to be able to tell you if it's running slow or not, but it feels slow to me. Again, you guys will be able to know a little bit better if you're really, really familiar with this game. Here we go. Select on our people. I like Venom. He's one of my favorite characters. How about, we don't have Ken yet. I think you unlock him though, right? Probably. Is Iron Man here? I don't see Iron Man anywhere. What about War Machine? No War Machine either? Or am I just not seeing him? That's okay. We're not going to be playing that long to really care. As long as I got Venom, I'm good. I like Venom's comic book style, you know, little word bubbles popping out and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. So maybe you guys can tell me if this is running slow or not. We're going to take on Rogue real quick. It feels slow to me. Right? I don't know. Oh, Grey Hulk. Hulk's nasty in this game too. Oh, that seemed kind of bad right there. Yeah, I don't think this is running correctly because I remember that move being a lot smoother than it is. That punch. What is going on over there? Oh no, who is that? Ruby Hart? I don't know who Ruby Hart is or where she's from. So, I don't know. Seems really, really slow. I think I'm skipping a lot of frames here. Background is running smooth, but the characters seem to be kind of funky, so I don't know. Maybe there's some tweaks that can be done. Oh shoot. Power Stone 2 doesn't work. I shouldn't have clicked on it. It'll get past this screen. It'll ask you to pick your screen hertz rate, and then that's it. Then you're stuck. So we have to move on from Power Stone 2. Sorry, it doesn't work. At least not with these current settings. I haven't touched any settings. All I've done is added the games, added the BIOS files, and put them on here. So if there's something I can do in the settings, if I'm able to get into that later to get them to work, that would be cool. If anybody knows more about that, let me know. But this is Project Justice, right? If you guys know Rival Schools, it was a game on the PS1 about a bunch of high schoolers that would fight against each other, and the main thing with Rival Schools was that you did these tag attacks, which are really cool. They were super over the top, and they were really cool to see. So this runs pretty good. I don't think it's running full speed either, but it's hard to tell. Again, because I never played this on the Dreamcast initially. I don't even know if it came out here in the States. I think it did. Sobi Kyosuke Bowman, where is he at? I like this dude with the knives, Edge. He's a cool guy. Edge, and like I said, this is all high school stuff, so like there's cliques and groups, like there's the band group and the sports group, and I think there's like a kendo group or something, but Edge is from like the punks, you know, the guys who don't really do well. That's an American too, who apparently is an exchange student. So it runs good, it's playable to me. I can play this game as is, but it seems like it's a little slow, kind of getting hurt a little bit. Uh-oh. Okay, well I'm glad that didn't connect. Kyosuke, if you're not familiar, he was from Capcom, or SNK vs. Capcom. And we're not doing great. I've played better. I'm trying to get this one attack off and I can't get it off. I'm just trying to shoot a fireball at the dude. And he's being a punk about it. There we go. Okay. He's got that move, which is really helpful. Okay. Sir, you just need to kind of calm down, alright? Just for 2 seconds. Maybe that will teach you something. Or this. Tag team. Got him. How about one more, maybe? Uh-oh, that's not going to work. Okay, well, that didn't go like I thought I could. But anyway, seems to be running pretty good. Running really well. Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. This one also runs pretty well. I didn't see any graphical issues or sound issues, anything like that. I think there's a speed issue, but I'm not sure. When the announcer is talking, it kind of zooms over to one of the characters, and then they do this like little speech, like taunt thing before the fight starts, and they conflict with each other. So I'll show you what I mean in a second.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I had this on PS2. This is a fun arcade boxing game.
From the District of Columbia,
So here's what I want you to pay attention to. He's introducing this guy.
and weighing in at 235 pounds.
Come on.
The
Let's get this over
Reaver,
with.
North Butcher Brown. From Bangkok,
See, it kind of seems like it wasn't supposed to be that way. But anyway, not a bad game. Looks really good. Oh boy, we're up against Sam Che. He's a bad guy. He's hard to beat. We're a big guy too, though. We're pretty strong. But I don't remember how to activate the rumble meter. Oh, that's right. You can do it by taunting too. But the game looks good. Looks really good. I'm having some issues with the rumble. Oh, got him down. But yeah, this game runs really good. If you're familiar with the game, you know it's a lot of fun. It's the humor is very cool in it. Record of Lodoss War doesn't run, which is unfortunate because when I was looking up games to try out, that one looked super interesting. Looks like a Diablo style game, and unfortunately you start it up and it kicks you right back to the menu, so that's unfortunate. I think this is res, and because of how the game is, I don't know if there's any graphical issues. It looks really cool to me. Everything is all wireframe and cool, but the sound is really good, which is important because this is a rhythm shooter style game. But if there are any graphic issues, I don't know, because I don't know how the game is supposed to look to begin with. Looks good to me. Looks absolutely perfect to me. So here we go. Oh, that's right. The controls are all reversed from what I like. I like it when I can hit up and it goes down. You know, reversed. This is not reversed. And they came out with a virtual reality thing of this game on the PS4 with their VR. Oh, there is one graphic issue we're going to see in a second. That's not good. So from here on, I don't know what it's supposed to look like. Well, I don't know what it was supposed to look like before either, because I don't know this game. But everything looks fine to me. If this is not how it's supposed to look, then I don't know. Game is playing fine. Seems to be playing at full speed. So next level. Shooting at us now, rockets. These things help you level up, I think, right? Yeah, something like that. You collect enough of those blue things and you turn into something different. Something like that, I don't know. But yeah, this seems to be running good, which is cool because I know a lot of people like this game. It's got a kind of a cult following. So it's a really cool game. I'm glad that it's working as well as it is. So let's move on to the next one. Shenmue. Okay, there's a small graphical issue with this one. It seems to be playing at full speed for me. But there's one graphics issue with the main character. Something with his eyes. Everything else looks fine. All the other character models look fine, but his eyes have this thing going with it. I don't know. But besides that, the game seems to be running good. And I think that the eye issue happens on a lot of systems, not just the Odroid. It's a common issue with this game being emulated at all. I already started a game to get past that intro cutscene because it's a long one and you can't skip it. So 1986, going a little bit back in time here. And this was one of the games I owned, but I never played it because my roommate loved it so much. He played it and I just watched him play it. So, oh yeah, here's a quick cutscene.
You should still be resting.
I'm fine, really. And you? Are you all right?
Yes, but I must keep busy.
See, she looks fine.
Otherwise I'll get depressed.
And the back of his collar is kind of
I understand.
funky, but
You needn't work
yeah.
so hard.
See right there. Besides that, the game seems to play really good.
By the way,
It sounds good, though that's the only graphic issue I see.
this is for
Everything else seems good. I'm not going to play too much into it because this is a long game and I can't cover anywhere near what I'd like to. So let's take a look at Sonic Shuffle. This has some graphic issues. I'm going to try and get into the game the best I can, but everything about this just doesn't run good at all, unfortunately. And this is like a Mario Party type game. It's a lot of fun. I played this in college as well, but it doesn't run well. I think it runs slow, and there's just so many graphical weird glitches and things like that going on. After it gets past this screen, I think it like starts out glitching out kind of. So we'll get past that. There we go. Having some issues. They clear up sometimes, but overall it's... And our text up there, we're having some text issues. This is a good game. This is a really good game though. It's a lot of fun if you're into those party style games. I'm trying to get into the... Oh, here we go. See? Yeah. Some problems. Oh, we'll just pick Sonic. Why not? I like Knuckles. He's my favorite, I think. You don't want to get into a fight with him because, you know, if he lands a hit, you're going to feel it. Not good times. So it seems like you can tell right here. I don't remember how the game ran originally, but it seems like it's running slow. This looks nice. This little screen right here, the intro into the stage, that looked really good. And the loading screen looks good. I don't know why that matters. But here's the actual stage, loading in a second. There we go. It looks fine here. But when like a new screen loads or something, and it seems to be going really slow. And the audio is stuttering some, I think. They're called Precious Stones, they're not called Chaos Emeralds. I don't know why, you would think they'd be Chaos Emeralds. But I think this is running pretty slow. Let's let Tails go take his turn. There you go. Got a few rings. So, I don't know. All these graphic problems and the slowness, I wouldn't say that game is very playable. Maybe if I can adjust some settings, we'll get somewhere, but can't get into the settings. Like I've said, I don't know how many times. But anyway, where are we at? Soul Calibur. I think this is Soul Calibur. This runs really good. Small graphical issues with the text, but the game is playable, I think. Full speed. Okay, here we go. You can see there, that's what I was talking about. We're going to be Cool Guy Astaroth. Going against Sophitia. Sophitia? Sophitia? I don't remember how to say her name. But for the most part, everything looks really good, and this plays really good. Not sure if it might be a little slow. Not sure if it's supposed to be running at 60 or what. But I like this game a lot. This is a fun game. I don't think I owned this. No, I owned 2 on PlayStation 2, not this first one. Is anybody else like hitting the people after they've been knocked out, or is that just me? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm weird, psycho, something. How about a power bomb? Sweet. Anything else? Isn't she supposed to be some kind of Greek goddess? I think. But we got a perfect. So we win. Good job. But it looks really good. Minus the little bit of graphic issues, and it plays really well. Okay, like he's a cool guy, but we're not going to get to see him because we have more games to go through. Tokyo Extreme Racer 2. My brother had this for the PlayStation 2. I think it was called Extreme Racer 0. And this was always a cool game because it's a racing game, but it's done really different. It's on the Tokyo highways or freeways, whatever you want to call them. And how you start a race is you get behind your opponent and you flash your lights at them, and then if they race you back, they'll flash their lights, and then you just go down a stretch of highway, and it works on like a health meter. The further you get away from them, their health goes down, and vice versa. The problem with this game on the Odroid with regular settings is that you can't see the interface, so you don't know if you're winning or losing. You can't see any options at all, which is really unfortunate because I'm pretty sure that's important to see. But you'll see here, I'll just get into a really quick race. You'll see the guy behind me flashing his lights, starting the race, and then you just go. It looks really good. The car models and everything looks good in the game, but you're missing that interface, which you kind of need. Okay, so that's us. Whatever that thing is wants to race us. So here we go. We're racing. See, like there should have been a countdown there, and I saw no countdown. So the objective is just to get far away from them, and then sometimes there's secret cars that only come out at certain times of the day, like real times of the day, like the internal clock, like midnight or something like that. So you'd have to play the game at midnight to see those racers, and if you beat them, you get their car or their decal or something like that. But it was always a cool game when he played it on the PS2. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like it plays that well here. Oh, truck in my way. I mean, it plays good. It looks good, but you can't see the health meter or anything, so I don't know. What are you supposed to... You can just race and hope that you win. I'm not doing very good. He should be gone by now. I should have beaten him. He didn't seem to be in a very fast car. But the game seems to run well. Oh, I think we won. Yeah, because I can't control this anymore. I guess we won. Then it does this like replay thing. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Replay. That's it. That's about as good as we can get with Tokyo Extreme Racer 2. So our last game, Virtual On. This was a Mech Battle game that came out on the Sega Saturn. Well, not this one, the prequel to this. This, I believe, is a sequel. I don't think it's a remake, I'm not sure. But it's very high speed, very cool game. I used to play it on my friend's Saturn. I would borrow his Saturn, he would borrow my PlayStation. And he had this on a demo disc, and I would play it all the time. Just playing the demo was fun. So high speed, very easy game. The controls, I need to learn a little bit better on this one. Oh, there is one thing about this game that's right. You may be noticing that it hasn't loaded yet. For some reason, this game takes a long time to load. It will load eventually, but it takes a good minute. And I've left this on, and I just happened to catch it. I left the room while this was going on. I came back, and I heard music, and I was like, oh. So then I hit a button, and the game started. So what you have to do with this game is wait until you hear this music kick in, then you can hit start and go into the game. It just takes a very long time. So I guess you can just stare at the screen and wait, or go get a drink and then come back. But it loads. It tricked me at first because I thought it wasn't going to load at all. But I, tried it again. And eventually I was patient enough and I got it to work. So we're just going to wait a little bit. I think it's almost there. Maybe not. I might have to just cut and then come back. Nope, there it is. Okay, good. Good timing. So now I can hit start and the face buttons and it should pop up. There it is. Boot system. Good deal. Yeah, so I'm kind of glad this one works because I didn't know this game existed. I don't know if it came out in the States. I don't think it did. But this was a fun game on the Saturn, so I'm glad that it eventually started to work for me. So here we go. Just a quick one-on-one. You can pick our mech. That one looked very American. What is that? Oh, random. We have to go the other way. Oh, I want the biggins. Yes, I do. He's very glowy. He's got a lot of pulsating green lights on him. Oh. Super fast. I have a CD on my back. I don't know what that's for. But I don't remember the controls of this game. I tried it a couple times. We're on the floating carrier going against Afromid or something. Okay, I think we're doing okay so far. He's not doing much. Look at that replay though. I don't know why he was just standing there letting us kill him. So I'll do better. Let me show off the game a little bit better this time. So who is this? Ground. It's not Arfamid. Here, let's shoot around. Oh, I have a slow. Oh, there we go. You kind of shoot around the stage while firing like that. The camera, I'm not sure how the camera works, but when they're up close, I think you fight. Ooh, different. Yeah, like that. Taking a swing at him. What is he doing? Where is he? He's behind me. Stop it. Have some lasers. Oh, did you just hit me with something? There's something going on with this guy. What is he doing? Oh, is that me? Oh, it's the same kind of mech thing, right? Get out of the way. Oh, that's right, you can jump. Oh, a tornado. No thanks. Where is he? This guy's really up all on my stuff. Okay, I'm not going to have that. He's got some spinny laser things too. Where is he now? We're running out of time? We are. Uh-oh, you better come at me. Never mind, we got him. How about this replay? Rockets. Double rockets. Right to the chest. Very cool. I think this runs at full speed. Never played it before, but it seems to be running really well. So that's all I got. I know this was a long video, sorry, but I wanted to try and get through all these games. So that is the Odroid XU4Q Dreamcast games at just regular settings. I didn't adjust anything. They look pretty good. For the most part, they played really well. So if you're interested, there you go. So one more reminder, Raspberry Pi 3 videos coming up very soon. Odroid XU4Q videos, how-to tutorials coming up very soon as well. Hopefully next week. I took some time off to try and get those done. So I'm going to be working on those all week. So Dreamcast games. Looking pretty nice. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.